I just received a Creality 10S Pro V2 that I ordered directly from the Creality site, and I thought I'd invite you to join me while I unbox it. Video won't be anything fancy. I'm not going to explain specs or try to assemble it just yet. That might be a later video, maybe, but for now, I just thought I'd let you see what I see when I open this thing up. So the only thing I've done so far is slit the tape on the top, so I don't feel the need to show off that I've got a tactical knife and that I'm cool when I flick it open. But let's see. Here's what we got. We've got a pretty good packaging. This is that sort of slightly rubbery feeling foam. Thank goodness nothing super staticky or messy like styrofoam. We've got a roll of let's see, a 200 gram roll of white PLA filament. And what else here? So here we've got the printer user manual. It's showing some basic setup, it looks like. Yeah, basic stuff. And what's this? After sales service card from Shenzhen Creality 3D Technology Company Limited in Jinchenyuan, Dongchen Community, something. Actually, that's close to where I used to live in China. When I went to Shandong University, it's not too terribly far. Well, it's way to the south, actually. But anyway, okay. So let's see here. Oh, we got another little mini package here. What could this be? Honestly, I have no idea. I bet it's little bits and parts. Huh, it's got a qualified certificate card inside the box with some tools. Well, let's see. A little pouchy pouch with what? If I can get it open. Because, you know, Ziploc bags are hard. Okay. Oh, look at this. Fancy flush cuts or some such thing. Fancy. Yep, a pair of flush cuts. We'll see what they have in mind for these. In the very near future, the Creality qualified certificate. Okay. And some Allen wrenches, some cheapo hex wrenches. And honestly, you know, if you are a wannabe maker kind of person, coming from someone who's never done a 3D print in his life, but you know, I've done some mechanical stuff and shit. But look at that. The cheapo hex wrenches. If you use these, you're a ding dong. You should have better tools than this. Shame on you if you do. Couple Allen wrenches of perfectly acceptable quality with the little flexi ball tips. A tiny little screwdriver. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, there we go. But the tip isn't even quite square. So again, you know, it's the crappy included tool set. Oh, I'm sorry. We're now up to 3, 4, and 5 perfectly acceptable quality hex wrenches. And apparently, oh, look at this. You can do a little acupuncture when you're I bet that's actually an acupuncture needle. Maybe that's a little too thick. Anyway, it looks like an acupuncture needle. It's got that springiness thing here, and it's in the little JK. I didn't poke myself. And I have no idea what this thing is. Yeah, but geez, might have something to do with the power cord. And spares. Some little I'm looking like extrudery nozzly bits and some small plastic bits and spare screws. This whole bag is marked spares, by the by. So and it contains, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 hex bolts, a couple screws with little backings. Looks like some kind of line. Yeah, it's gonna be like a line holder or something. Anyway, spares. What could this be? I haven't a clue, but I can tell you this. It's a bag within a bag, and the inner bag has a nail filey looking thing that has just gooed with some sort of oil. Some rust preventative, I assume. But you can tell there's like a layer of oil in that bag. Maybe the camera picks it up, maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but it's... Oh, you know what that is? That's a 1/5 of a millimeter, a 0.2 millimeter gauge, gap gauge, like you do with like you'd use with a spark plug to set you know what I mean. Measure something to be. I'm sure it's for measuring the bed out or something. You've got a mini USB cable. That's clear blue and oh so nice looking. A thing, it's a tube that does, you know, stuff with some sort of collar bit on it. I know not what. And now this is like ABS plastic. This, on the other hand, well, let's see, something more effective than my knuckle, is a metal, it's sort of like a powder coat looking finish, maybe just a sprayed on finish, it's hard to tell. Metal cover of some sort. I bet this looks funny to people who've actually used this thing before, but I'm not one of those people, so don't judge me, you don't know me. Some sort of piece of plexi with protective covers on it. I'll wait to take that off until such time as it should be needed. And a little USB card. CR10S Pro V2, the bag is marked, with a wee small little micro SD card, and seems to be fairly fixed. I'm not gonna mess with it too much just now, because that'd be super stupid to break it for demonstration purposes. All right, all right. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. This is a scraper. I think to scrape the parts off the bed, right? After you know, printing. Forgot that word, right? And, oh, slippery. A slippery and bendy, but firm extrusion tube, maybe? I don't know. That's what I think it is, but you know, I know Jack. All right, so what else do we have here? Let's see. Looking around, how do we open this? I think I have to lift the whole thing out of the box. Man, so what I can see is the little carrier there, like the gantry thingy-majig, and I can see the touch screen down there and Ality. But here, let's see if I can do better than that. I hope. Okay, prepare for either an informative or a hilarious, at my expense, video. Oh, probably shouldn't lift there. You know what? I'm gonna check something. Because, you know, sometimes it makes sense. Is there a how to lift it out of the box without breaking it apart thing? Nope. Okay. So, do a little wiggle here. The idea of just lifting this out makes me nervous because the natural point to grab is the gantry rails, and that just seems like a recipe for right from the start disaster. All right, so what I will tell you is maybe have a friend when you do this. I'm a lone stay-at-home dad, and the kids are outside playing. And they might come in and interrupt the video, who knows? And if that bothers you, I find you unfun living, a bit a bit of a twat and somewhat dodgy. Oh boy, just force it out. There we go. All right. Okay, let's get this box out of the way now. All right. So, bring in a little closer here to join me for the removal process. So the whole thing, here it is. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be pulling the side bits off. So let's check how astute or stupid my assessment is. Okay, you know, I'm gonna be stupid and pull these out without any particular, maybe I won't. Okay. Where are the sticking points? Oh, there we go. I'm sensing a bit of willingness to give. Jeepers creepers. Oh, there we go. Okay, so away from the screen side seems to lift away a lot more easily. There we go. Okay. A little bit, I wouldn't so much call it force as firmness. The Creality prefers, oh, well, what do you know? This whole thing is, jeez Louise, it's two different pieces. Boom, I can just leave it like that. Okay, here's the well, give it a better look. Okay, so this whole gantry assembly is very well seated in the foamy thing. So now that here's the plate, the print surface here with this foam on there in some creatively and slightly tricky fashion. Let's see what I can figure out here. Does any of this lift easily or? Oh yeah, okay. So if I lift here, there we go. Isn't this getting pretty? Okay. I think the same thing. There we go. Oh, the print surface slides a little bit. Ha ha! You are removed, sir. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay, so now we've got, well, that's pretty nice. It's kind of the rainbow cable, or the, what do you call it? The serial cable, you know, that you'd be tempted to put on your Proton pack, if you know what I'm talking about, with a nice sort of like nylon ribbon, like the kind of ribbon you'd put on a dress or in someone's hair, wrap around it. That's cool. Okay. And let's see, a few little tapey bits here. I don't want to goof with them too much until I understand what I'm doing, but I can tell that this looks to me an awful lot like this would maybe go right about there. I'm sure that's the gantry attachment there. This cable, I'm sure, attaches here and here. A little QR code. Hey, scan it yourself. I don't know, maybe you want to. Okay. Little, hey, I'll pinch your fingers if you're not paying attention indicator. Mind your hand. Made for the British market, more so than the American, apparently. And the whole thing is, it's got some heft to it. This isn't moving on its own. I'm an extraordinarily strong and manly person, and you know, this, you know, I gotta brace myself to pick this up. So, okay, I think, let me see, well, might as well pull the gantry out because I said unboxing, right? So let's see. I'm gonna get the distance shot again. There we go. Okay, yeah, you know, this is pretty simple. It's just gonna lift out, as did the other. Revealing how close my chandelier is to the table. Okay, down girl, down girl. All right. So, yeah, sure enough, that mates up with the gantry sides. I have no idea which side it should be on or anything else, but this is all the parts. So time to get to work, I suppose. Okay, and let's check a thing or two here. Yeah. I'm blanking on the terminology just now, but here's something I was curious about earlier. So all the motors look fine. You know, the little screw drives. I mean, all these parts look really well made for sort of small batch manufacturing stuff, but even better considering they're larger. These are all really nice, solid aluminum extrusions. I mean, everything seems very solid. All the parts have a nice feel to them, like these nylon wheels. I know that there's some problem with this shroud here that's supposed to be addressed later, but there's some 3D printiness, like support removal bit here. I mean, you can totally tell this piece was 3D printed. But the rest of it just seems mold cast. So this must be the part that everybody biatches about, because it's got the one screw holding it on. And as much as we'd like to think otherwise, we all know that 3D printing, PLA ain't so durable. So nice solid metal here. And this right here is what I was curious about. This is the auto leveler, and it's already in there, all set to go. And this is, you know, where the magic happens. Am I pointing at this right? Am I just giving you a blurry picture? I don't know. So anyway, but yeah, there's the auto leveler there. The bed leveler, which is a great feature of the Victor 2. But there we go. If there's anything in particular you'd like to, any part or component you'd like me to get a better picture of or let you see more closely, anything you want to see measured or anything like that, just let me know. If your request is unreasonable, I'll completely ignore you, but you know, chances are it won't be, right? So there you have it. This is the state of assembly when you get it. Okay, famous last words. It doesn't look like it's gonna be too hard to put together. And you know, I can think of a lot of people I've seen on YouTube that I believe are less intelligent than me, who actually managed to get theirs set up. What an elitist bullshit statement, right? All right, that'll end it for now. Anything you want to see, just let me know. I'll do what I can to answer your questions, should you have any. All right, for now, have a wonderful, whatever day it is. Just have a good one. Later.